Now we'll discuss about prosthetic heart valves. Instruction by the examiner. Examine the precordium or palpate and auscultate the precordium. Look at the chest. There is a vertical mid-sternal scar mark. Think of either valve replacement or CAVG. In metallic valve replacement, there is metallic sound on auscultation, and in tissue valve replacement, there is click. Presentation of a case. Present the case starting from pulse JBP as described before. Now, case number 1, mitral valve prosthesis. There is a midline sternotomy scar on auscultation and a metallic opening and closing sound in mitral area that coincides with first heart sound. Second sound is normal. So my diagnosis is metallic mitral valve prosthesis, which appears to be functioning well. Now what happens if there is tissue valve? In tissue valve prosthesis, no metallic sound or plopping sound is present. Click is present. Now case number 2, aortic valve prosthesis. There is a midline sternotomy scar on auscultation, metallic opening and closing sound in aortic area that coincides with second heart sound. First heart sound is normal. My diagnosis is metallic aortic valve prosthesis, which appears to be functioning well. Now, how to detect that the patient has prosthetic valves? It is detected in the following ways. There is a vertical mid-sternal scar mark of thoracotomy. In metallic valve replacement, there is metallic sound on auscultation. However, modern mechanical valve, example St. Jude valve, makes softer opening and closing sound than older valves. In tissue valve prosthesis, there is no metallic sound or plopping sound, rather there is a click. Now, how to detect clinically whether the replaced valve is mitral or aortic? As follows. Mitral valve prosthesis is detected by, over the mitral valve there is metallic coincides with first heart sound, sharp closing, normal second heart sound, diastolic flow murmur, mid-diastolic murmur may be present normally. Sharp opening or closing sound or click that coincides with the carotid pulse. Aortic valve prosthesis is detected by, over the aortic valve, metallic sound is present, coincides with second heart sound, sharp closing. Normal first heart sound, ejection systolic murmur may be present normally. Sharp opening or closing sound or click that occurs shortly after the carotid pulse. Mostly Starr-Edwards valve is used. Now, how to detect if prosthetic valve is leaking? In mitral valve prosthesis, presence of pansystolic murmur indicates leaking. Mid-diastolic murmur may be normally present. Any systolic murmur of loud intensity is a sign of failure. Ball and cage valves project into the left ventricle can cause a low-intensity ejection systolic murmur. Tissue valves and bileaflet valves can have a low-intensity diastolic murmur. In aortic valve prosthesis, presence of early diastolic murmur indicates leaking. Ejection systolic murmur may be normally present as all types of valves produce a degree of outflow obstruction. Tilting single disc, York-Schille, and bileaflet as St. Jude valves do not completely close and allow a regurgitant stream during diastole. So there may be low intensity diastolic murmur. Intensity of this murmur increases as the valve fails. Ball and cage valves, Starr-Edwards, and tissue valves do close completely in diastole, and so any diastolic murmur implies valve failure. Now, what happens if there is dysfunction of prosthetic valve? Absence of opening and clicking or closing sounds indicates dysfunction. Unexplained heart failure may be due to dysfunction. Biological valve dysfunction is usually associated with regurgitant murmur. What are the types of prosthetic valves? Two types. One is metallic valves, another is tissue valves. Examples of metallic valves are Starr-Edwards valve, that is ball and cage valve, York-Schille valve, tilting disc, St. Jude valve, bileaflet double tilting disc. And tissue valves, examples of tissue valves: Carpenter Edwards valve, Hancock Porcine valve, and Skew-Shilley valve, less used. Now note, tissue valve three types: xenograft, homograft, autograft. Xenograft, made from porcine valve or bovine pericardium. These are less durable and may require replacement after 8 to 10 years. Anticoagulation is not required. Homograft. These are cadaveric valves, aortic or pulmonary human valve, particularly useful in young patients and in the replacement of infected valves. Autograft, valve replacement from the same patient, that is pulmonary to aortic valve position. Now, what are the advantages and disadvantages of different valves? In metallic valve, the advantage is incidence of valve failure is less and more durable. Disadvantage, incidence of thrombosis is high, requires anticoagulation therapy, can cause microangiopathic hemolytic anemia. In tissue valve, advantage, incidence of thrombosis is less, so anticoagulant therapy is not required. No hemolysis. Disadvantage, incidence of valve failure is high due to stiffening and tearing of valve leaflets. Over 10 years, requires repeat valve replacement and is less durable. There is degeneration and calcification in advanced stage. Now, what are the complications of metallic valve? The complications are thromboembolism, bleeding due to anticoagulation therapy, microangiopathic hemolytic anemia, infective endocarditis. Now, what are the complications of tissue valve? The complications are primary valve failure, perforation or rupture, degenerative changes, calcification, infective endocarditis. Now, what are the complications of prosthetic valve? The complications are thromboembolism, more in metallic valve, common in mitral than aortic. Anticoagulant is necessary. INR should be between 3 and 4.5. Primary valve failure, rare in metallic valve, common in tissue valve. Valve leaking, dehiscence or detachment of valve from the site or valve ring. Valve obstruction by thrombosis or calcification. Microangiopathic hemolytic anemia, mainly in aortic valve, in 10 to 20% in 10 years. In tissue valve, there may be perforation, rupture, and degenerative changes due to calcium deposition. Infective endocarditis, especially in dental procedure or catheterization. Common organism is Staphylococcus epidermidis. Occasionally, treatment may be difficult, may cause high mortality, and may require replacing the valve again. If infection occurs within 60 days of valve replacement, that is early, it is mostly during surgery or contamination of intravenous cannula. And if the infection occurs after 60 days, that is late, it is like other valve endocarditis. Now, how to choose a particular valve? In the following way: young patient, if no contraindication for anticoagulation therapy, metallic valve prosthesis is preferred. Elderly patient, or if contraindication to anticoagulant therapy, tissue valve prosthesis is preferred. If the patient has atrial fibrillation, which prosthesis is preferred? Metallic, as anticoagulation is also needed. Which prosthesis is used in women at childbearing age? Valve prosthesis is women in childbearing age is as follows. Tissue valve is preferable in pregnancy, so as no anticoagulation is necessary. However, valve degradation occurs 50% at 10 years and 90% at 15 years. Replacement of valve may be required later. Metallic valve have excellent durability but require lifelong anticoagulation with warfarin. Pregnancy is a hypercoagulable state due to increased levels of fibrinogen and factor 7, 8, and 10, decreased levels of protein S activity, venous hypertension, and stasis. So metallic valve is not preferred. Moreover, warfarin crosses the placenta is associated with a 5 to 12% risk of embryopathy during the first trimester. Warfarin also has an anticoagulant effect in the fetus, which may lead to spontaneous fetal intracranial hemorrhage. There is high risk for mortality and morbidity for pregnant patients with mechanical heart valves.